Hi, Sally here, and I am going to make a file folder mini album. And so I am just using these regular file folders that I got from the Dollar Tree. So the size I want to make them, I'm using 4. Oh, did I already say that? Anyway, a top, so a left, a center, a right, and another center. So 2 centers and a top and a bottom, or left and right, whichever way you want to say it. So the length I want to make these is 7 3/4. Let me think. You know, if I just made these 8, that would be a lot easier. I'm going to make these 8 inches long. And so I'm just cutting so that the tab side is still there. And I'm going to do the left side and do it at 8 inches. And my paper cutter cut through those pretty easily. Okay, so there's those 2. And so for the center, I want the center tab in the center. So let's see. So the center will be at 4 inches, right? Let me think. Let me think. How long is this? So this file folder is 11 5/8. So let's see. Well, let me think. If I just center this and do 4 inches on each side, I think that would be easier. So just center my ruler and then put a mark at 4 and 4. And voila. You can cut this on those marks. And then I'll have 8 inches. Ooh, except I should have, I'll line it up at the bottom here. And then I'll have 8 inches with the tab in the center. And then I can just use this to make my marks so they are the same. And I'm going to make sure that's 8 inches. Yes! Woot woot! That worked. Okay. So I'll just line up that mark. Trim that off. Line up this one. And trim that off. All right, there we go. Okay, so now they're all the right size. So I'm going to try to keep these in the order that I want them. Except do it like this. Okay, so I am going to made this once and I totally messed it up. So hopefully I will not repeat those mistakes again. So you take the center crease, crease it back, and then you line up the flat edge with that center crease. And use your album folder. Get that down really nice. And my file folders have the front, the whole front is lower. So you can't line this up or your binding edge would be off. So I just folded it to be even with the binding edge. So I just kind of eyeballed it. And hopefully that will work. Well, that's a little bit off. It's kind of tricky on that one. There we go. Okay. So crease down the center fold here. Okay, so let me think. Actually, okay, I will figure out the page order after. So again, maybe I folded these this way. That's how I did it. Yes, that is how I did it. Okay. So don't flip this the other way. Keep it folded how it is. Ooh, stay. And then take your edge with the tab and actually take your flat edges and line that up with that fold in the middle there. That. Oh, actually I should have folded this way. Sorry. I'll get it. I'll get it. Okay, and then take this one and fold it back. And just line up these edges here. Good. This one is not flipping everywhere. Let's get it sort of how I want it. Okay, so page 1, and then this will be the next page, like this. Alright, and then we have this bottom one. So take it and turn it to the back, line up the straight edge with the fold, making sure that the sides match. Finish that down good. And flip it again and just line up the binding edges here, like that. That's a little bit crooked. Let's see if I can fix that. Go. Okay, so then we have this one. I'll go like that. And I think I did my last one opposite because I wanted this to be the back. We'll see. I can always flip it around. It's not how I want it. good before I burnish that down. Okay, so I want this to be the back. So this one goes like this. Okay, so burnish all those folds down really well. And that is the pages for the book. So we have this one that is folded like this. And then the center one is folded the same way. The bottom. So the tabs are all on the left, except for the last one where the tab is on the right. So this one you had to flip the fold around. So that way you have a straight edge on the back and the front. Alrighty, so now I want to make some like hinges, gusset things in between each file folder. So I'll need 3 of those. And I want 2 inches wide. We can probably make that work. So I'm going to cut these to 8 inches. Oh, let's see. 8 inches this way because that side is not the same length. Okay, so that'll give me 4. And so I'll just cut these in half. Oh, if I can see the score line. There we go. Okay. So I'll set all of these things aside. Actually, before I go any further, I'm going to mark these because that's how I messed up last time. So I'm going to say front and that way up. Okay, so I will number this 1 and 2, 3, and 4, and put back on this one. There. Now, I won't worry about gluing it wrong like I did the last one. Okay, so I want a 1/4 inch gusset in here. So it's 1 3/4. So let's see, half of, oh goodness, math. Half of 1 is a half. Half of 3/4. That's not a good one. Let's pretend they're 1 1/2. How's that? And do it. Well, let's see. So 3/4 would be half. So I'm going to do it on the 8th before and after the 3/4 mark. They won't be perfectly even, but it won't matter. So this is, wait, what did I do? Yeah, okay. So the mark, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8, and then 7/8. So 5/8 and 7/8. Oops. Got off track there. There we go. Okay, done with that for now. So we'll just get these folded here. Okay, so now I'm going to put score tape on these. Okay, so I'll do that to all of them and be right back. All right, so now we can attach the hinges of the gussets to our book. So I want to put one in between each file folder. So I'll just remove the backing tape. Making sure that that's tucked down. And it's easier if I turn it that way. And fold it flat. And then line it up. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna miter these corners so that not as much showed. I will just do that on this side. Okay, so now put the other side to attach it to the next page. Making sure I'm doing this right. Okay, so I'm going to fold this up like that. And oh, that is not very straight. Shoot. Well, I'm pretty sure if I take it off now, it will rip. But I can try, I guess. See what happens. Yeah. Oh, not too bad. Maybe I'll put some additional glue down just in case that's not gonna be very sticky now. In fact, maybe it would be, let's see. Doot. Okay. Maybe it would be easier to do it laying flat like this. Except I want my pages even. So lining those up. And there we go. That looks much better. Okay, so there is our little gusset and hinge. Now we connect these two. All right, so now we kind of have an accordion book, which could be kind of fun, but that is not what we're going to do. So this is the binding side and the top. So we need to glue these together, but I want them to be top-loading pockets, so I'm just going to glue along this side and along the bottom. That will leave the top open to put a tag in. Running out of glue here. You want to put it close to the score line. Leave you as much room you can get for your tag. Oh, it's starting to get dark in here. Okay, so let me see. There we go. That will keep it where I can burnish it. Bone folder here. There we go. Okay, so now we will have a top-loading pocket up here, like this, and we'll just do that to every centerpiece that's folded out like that. I'll do that and be right back. Okay, now that I have all those pockets glued, I wanted to add some little tags in here to have a little extra little flip. So I am just going to make some out of the leftover pieces of the file folder that I trimmed off. And so I'm going to make them, I mean, they're a little bit different, but that's okay. So they are 3.5 inches wide-ish, almost 3.5, close enough. And then I'm going to make them 6. Well, I'm going to cut it 6. This one will be just slightly shorter. And this could make a cute little booklet to add in there, so I'll save that. Cut this one at 6. Okay. And so, too bad I don't have a way to make that way, but I think I'll just, let's see, just cut a little bit. Let's see, let me think. How was that? It's like that. That should be the same, but it's not. I know. We'll cut this one. Hopefully it will end up the same. Yes. Okay, so I will take this, flip it, line it up, just trim that so that they match. There we go. And then I can flip it over to do the other side. Not exactly right, but I'm not going to fuss too much about it. understand why it's not the same. I don't know what the deal is. Okay, so I have 4 tags, and so I want to put them, I think I'll put one here, and I don't think I want it hanging out. I mean, I might put some ribbon so the ribbon will hang out. So I'm thinking I will score it right here. Let's see what that would be. That would be, let's say 4.5. So I'll get my scoreboard back out. So turn it this way, so the top of the tag's this way, and score at 4.5. Flip it and do it on the other side. So we'll go back and forth. Let's see how that works. Okay, just right. Okay, so is this the short one or the long one? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Either way, I will score them at 4. Let me make sure. I'm not going to put one. Let's see. So I was going to make this a pocket. So I could put one up here. Yeah, I think if I score them all at 4.5, it will be good. Now we'll put score tape on these. So I'm going to stick it to this side. I want it up from the bottom, just a smidge. That's where I want the tag. So just fold that over. And this will get covered up by some designed paper. And if I want to, I can trim that. Okay, so I will decide where I'm going to put my other tags and put them in and be right back. All right, I've got all my little tag flaps in. So I've got one here at the front. And then this will be a pocket. I've got one here on the top. This will be a pocket, and then I decided to do 2 tags like that, kind of a split page sort of a deal. And this will be a pocket, and this will be a pocket, and then I'm not sure what I'll do back here. But I want to do some flips, and I want to put a library pocket on one. But I think, well, let's see, unless I do a flip, I was going to say the rest I think we'll do after I design, or put on the design paper. But I think I would like to do a flip in the back. I think I want to cover so let me figure out this flip I want to do, and I'll be right back. Alright, I've cut a piece that is 8 inches long by about 4 inches wide, and I scored it at 1/2 inch at the top, and then put some score tape on, and then I'm going to just tape it down to the top edge. Wait, that's the pocket. Ooh, maybe I want to have a flip down. Or I could, well, that's gonna be a pocket too. Or I could do it on the back. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll put it on the back. Okay, so score tape here. And I'll just line it up at the very top. My book right side up, right? Okay. There we go. Okay, so now there's a flip up. I can cover that up with my paper when I cover the pages. Alright, I think the rest I can do with the paper covered. Okay, so yes. Okay, I'm happy with that.